Welcome to your daily focus for January the 18th, 2023. So the highlight of today is Mercury going stationary direct. Finally. Now, know that until about the 24th. The 24th is when we are out of the shadow period, and that's when we can really definitely make some strong decisions in our life and move forward in ways we want. Until then, more information will come in, even though it's stationary direct, and we all breathe that sigh of relief. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. You guys rock. We have the 18 energy today, and the 18 is the heart center. The 18 is your inner balance. Your inner feeling of safety, security, happiness, joy. And what those things mean to you, how you can identify them. And how you bring things into balance in your life. And how do you allow things for your life, like happiness and joy. It's about feeling a freedom, a liberation. Knowing that you've got this. It's like an inner confidence. It's like an inner strength. And when we attach ourselves to it, we can definitely go towards a feeling of liberation. 1 + 8 is a 9, and that is about endings, completions. But not just endings and completions so that they're behind that door, but endings and completions to make room for the new beginnings, the new starts that we are going to have in our life. You know, the energy is really going to be changing underneath our feet over the next several days, right? We got Mercury going stationary direct today. Then we have on the 20th Aquarius, the sun moving into Aquarius. Then we have the new moon in Aquarius, and then we have Uranus on the 22nd. So that was the 21st is the new moon, and then the 22nd is Uranus going stationary direct, which will mean all of our planets. The only thing that is actually retrograde in astrology over the next several months is the North Node. So know that things will be picking up, things will be moving quickly. So I hope you use the opportunity we were given to hold back, to think it through, to not act too quickly, to imagine what you want to step into and how you were going to do that. And we had lots and lots of energy helping us along the way to stay right there in that moment and not allowing us to move forward in the way we want. But very soon, we are going to be moving a lot quicker than we ever imagined. Things will be happening. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a beautiful ride forward. Numerology of the day. Okay, 1 + 9 + the 7 would be a 17, making the impossible possible. 1 + 7 is an 8, and that is our abundance, embracing our strength, our courage, taking a risk on ourselves, believing in ourselves, and walking with a certainty of an integrity, a flair of integrity, a stance of integrity. We have the sun in Capricorn, moon is in Sagittarius. Pluto, the sun and Pluto meet up today. Now, once a year they do, and so today's the day when the sun and Pluto meet up. So we need to have more influence over our own personal lives. We want to revise. We want to eliminate certain parts of our reality right now and bring in, it's like a desire for self-mastery of who we are. It's our attention, our intention going forward. So we could investigate things today. We could also have some kind of minor crisis happen in our life today, and that'll be there to really highlight something that requires work or improvement our transformation. So if you don't have anything that you're really looking at in your life and where you want to improve and where you want to grow it, where you want to transform it, you may have a mini crisis of some sort today. It won't be huge. Chances are it won't be huge, but it'll be enough to cause awareness to that part of my life needs a little bit of fixing, or tender loving care. That part of me needs tender loving care. So back to the 18, right? It's about knowing, feeling that safety, that strength, that beauty within us, and a perfect balance so we can feel the liberation, so we can step into the freedoms. And of course, Mercury is going stationary direct. That happens, at 8 degrees. We have, I think the new moon is at, well, I won't go there until we do the new moon. I could probably look it up though, but we won't do that. I know a lot of people do that. They go, hang on, we'll pull up the screen, but I don't do that kind of stuff. I give you what I know, but I think it's like 8 degrees or something, or 16 degrees. It's 16 degrees, and 1 degrees is when all the new moons and the full moons are happening. We have an 8 energy, but that 8 is about abundance. So will we be talking about our abundance, our growth of where we want to go? So this is a time when our plans that have stalled right out come back to life again. Or the answers that we have been waiting for, the things we've been waiting to happen, happens. It's like somebody takes that flag and yells go, and we go upon that past that starting line. We have that new moon coming in, so that is a time when we will be stepping into new possibilities, new goals, new dreams, new desires. So, and remember, Mars and Mercury are also talking up in the sky. So, be a little careful of who you are sharing your story with, but I think we still want to share our story with just about everybody. But pull it back and really think about who you're sharing it with. Can this person help me? Will this person support me? Ask yourself some qualifying questions. Just don't tell the lady at the grocery store that's standing in front of you in line, or, using an elevator pitch or something to say your dreams and your destinations for tomorrow. And don't tell people like that. Tell close confidence, people that are going to help you. That are going to help you structure your steps going forward, perhaps. So the 8 degrees is all about abundance. We have it highlighted in our numerology, and we also have it highlighted in the stars today. We'll see what happens. Somebody was asking me, I'll try and hold the cards, but okay, so if you're a tarot card reader, you should be holding that deck right around your solar plexus, right? It's one of the main areas that we are connected, right? We have the cord going to the other side. And now I can't shuffle them up here. The crown is also important. Under my feet doesn't work. Of course, in my hands works because that's also an energy point, the palms of your hands. But you should be, if you're shuffling the cards, if I do this, okay, I'm going to get maybe a heart and throat kind of energy into the reading. And I want your guides, I want your angels to be showing up. So I'm the messenger here. So if you want to see somebody shuffle the cards, I'm sorry, I do shuffle them. So if you're doubting that I'm shuffling them, I am shuffling them. I've been doing it long enough. Like, what am I going to do? Pull out all the cards that are going to, this is what I'm going to talk about. And, you don't do it 45 plus years and have that as the way you do your readings. Oh my gosh. So anyways, we had the 7 of Pentacles topsy-turvy out. So this is really asking us where our focus is and where it needs to be. Okay, if we want the true successes in our lives, if we want the bumper crops, then we have to give it our time, our energy, our resources in order to grow it, in order to mature it, in order to expand it, in order to make it great. So where is your focus and where does it need to be? We'll put that, what happened here? Half the deck is flipped over one way. There we go. We'll put that all back. And so you're supposed to, in order to get the divine wisdom, not just your own, you're supposed to shuffle your cards. Well, that's why we sit at the tables. That's why we hold the deck in our hands and we shuffle. We don't lay them out and scribble them around. You might just be getting more of, a different energy come in. Okay. So I'll try and hold the cards up closer to the mic so you can hear me shuffle, maybe. I don't know what you want me to do, but I don't have the money or the resources, so you can always give me money on PayPal. There's a link below, and I can buy a second camera and an updated computer that will handle the two cameras and do all that jazz. But I don't really make a lot of money doing this. I do this because, well, it gives me purpose. I have a gift and I'm sharing it with the world. That's what you're supposed to do when you have a gift. I love doing it, and it's not the money. If it was the money, I probably wouldn't be here right now. It's you. It's you. That's why I'm here. It's you. I know you're going to be waiting for me, and I want to bring the message through because I have that ability to do it. So do you, but you're not confident enough to believe in your own abilities, perhaps, or you want confirmation on your own abilities, or you're just starting out and you're not sure what to think about. I'm here for you. I'm here to relay all the energy. Maybe you know numerology, but you don't know astrology and the tarot. Maybe you know the tarot, but you don't know numerology and astrology, and you want to see how it all goes together. Whatever the reason is that you watch me, that's why I'm here to do this for you. So, anyways, don't shoot the messenger. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is our shadow energy today, so that it is about the new adventures, the new beginnings, the new starts, being the pioneer at something, taking a talent and growing it into something that maybe makes you happy or advances you, gives you knowledge, wisdom. The Ace of Cups is embracing your dreams, your desires, your goals, your wants. The Ace of Cups is about that new quest that awaits you. And what do you want it to be? And filling that cup with passion and joy and dreams. And that's what it's all about. So pull it back a little bit today. Meditation, prayer, just contemplating, pondering. Go for a walk and get lost in your own thoughts, perhaps. Have a conversation seemingly with yourself, but I can almost guarantee you it'll be an angel or a guide or maybe even a past loved one that shows up, and that's the words you're hearing. Okay, first card is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is to celebrate you a little bit. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. And I doubt that everybody here is going to be getting married. So if you're looking at this, it's like you've come to a certain point, right? It's time to grow the plan, grow the strategy, grow the horizon to our tomorrows. Here we have four wands. They're stuck in the ground. We've put a little bit of garland up there. It doesn't look anything like the castle that is in the background, but it will one day. We're confident of it. And it's celebrating those little things that we've done along the way to make us more successful. Celebrate your talents, your abilities, who you are as a person, your uniqueness. Absolutely. And then we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is all about celebration, happiness. Good news could come in under this kind of energy. So you get that email you've been waiting for, or that text, or that thing finally comes in the mail, or you get the nod of approval. But something happens that you want to celebrate. And it could be for somebody else. It could be. But chances are there's some kind of direct involvement if you're here today and you're watching this. So it's about celebration, it's about laughter, it's about joy, it's about getting together with friends, and it's about celebration of good news that comes in. We also have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is standing in your truth. The Five of Swords is making sure that you're not making a stance where there should be no stance, to have common sense, to not let your ego run amok. Okay? We say something and then they're trying to prove us wrong, and we figured it out that, gee, they might be right, but we're not going to give on it. That's just gonna create walls in between you and others, struggles, conflict. But sometimes when we stand in our truth, people do disappear in our life, and that's okay, because if they loved you, they would be there regardless of your truth. because they love you as the person, as the individual. So they wouldn't have been as supportive regardless of when you announced this to them, when you said, this is who I am and this is where I'm going. And we all come together at different points, and we're all there to teach each other things. So each relationship is a learning experience, and some people only walk 5 or 10 minutes with us, other people years, other people decades. This is usually about people that aren't like-minded. They're not of the same energy anymore. You've moved to a different space, or they've moved to a different space, and your energies now clash where they once, melted perfectly together. So this is, the person that's always negative in your life, or pulling you down, or pointing out the negative part of it. You say you want to start the business and they've got 15 friends that have completely failed at that. Market's saturated. Why would you want to do that? My friend Joe's hiring over there. It's not much money, but it's stability you want. Stability. Go for the stability. Don't take a risk on yourself. Don't believe in yourself. Most people say that because they don't want you to be hurt in life. They don't want to see that you go through hurt. But also, what does it say about them if you succeed? So if you want to do something like that, then you go to somebody who is already doing that kind of work and talking to them about how they started, some of the challenges, what they have to do today in order to make ends meet. Is it a successful business? So investigation and research with the Sun and Pluto together, it's a perfect time to actually ask those questions of a mentor, of an idol, of a hero, of just somebody that has walked that path. Okay, oh my gosh, I don't have any of my cards out here. Okay. A mantra card. So you're going to be seeing a lot of changes as we enter this new moon energy and walk through it together. I might be asking a favor or two of you, and I hope you do oblige, but I'm getting my website done, so that's very exciting. Firstwave.ca is doing that for me, so thank you very much. I will have personal readings come available again within the coming weeks. So if you're emailing me right now, just give it a couple more weeks and I will be all set up to start doing personal readings. Plus I will have, I'm just in the final stages of the agreements and the contracts so that I can give you things like a natal report and all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, there's so much coming. You won't believe it. So I'm kind of excited about it. Nervous about it, but excited as well. So I hope you do support me in my endeavor. There you go. I'm using this card right now. Hope you support me. Hope you tell your friends about me. And I'll be glad to be getting back to doing readings online. It's been a bumpy road, and the main reason I pulled them off is because my mom got dementia. I became one of her caregivers, plus I worked full-time, plus I have two boys with autism. Well, one boy with autism still living with me, so there's challenges there. So there was just too much, and something had to give. And so unfortunately I didn't have the time or the energy to show up for a reading, because if I'm going to do a reading for you, I meditate on you, I connect with your angels and spirit guides. I don't know how these people go to fairs and stuff and read for 12 hours, because I would find that completely exhausting. I do a couple of readings and it seems to take a lot of energy out of me, but I know that the message is very good, and I just had very, very, very few complaints over the 45 plus years I've been doing that. So anyways, I'm excited about it. The website it's kind of set up right now. They also did my logo that I have been sporting for a while, but it's tilly.today. So I'll let you know when everything goes live, but they're working on it now, and it's pretty exciting, and we're waiting for some things to happen. And okay, back to you. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Believe in yourself. Believe in your gut. Believe in that gut feeling. What's telling you to move this way? What is calling you in that direction? What is nagging at you that you need to put some time or focus or energy towards a certain part of your life? And that's your intuition in play, trying to motivate you to look at the areas of life that are maybe out of balance. Or maybe your intuition is telling you not to walk down that alleyway tonight, or take that route home tonight. And perhaps you'll never know. You'll never know if you missed an accident completely, or something else even more tragic might have happened had you not listened to your intuition. And it's like everything else, we're all given intuition. That's part of the package when we come down here to this planet Earth. That we have intuition. But if you haven't really been paying attention to the intuition, we're taught from a young age not to follow our intuition. Logic, reason at all times. So it's just like any other muscle in the body. If you don't work it for a while, the energy will get stagnated, but just work it. Just work the energy a little bit. Stop and ask yourself, what should I do in this situation? Go within. Okay, intuition. Intuition is a gift to you. It is your divine intelligence guiding you in all ways, in your thoughts, your words, your dreams, and deeds. Everyone has intuitive abilities that need to be put into practice when facing challenges. You may experience a gut feeling or a hunch that may be very accurate indicators of the right choices for you. Practicing and exercising your intuitive abilities can strengthen these gifts, which can give you an advantage when making any decision. Developing your intuitive abilities is probably one of the most valuable things you will ever do for yourself. Intuition is a very accurate guiding force in all aspects of life and can contribute to your success and fulfillment. The mantra is, I trust my intuition to guide me in all areas of my life. So I trust my intuition, trusting your own inner voice. Okay, so that's the 18 energy we're trusting. Okay, that's the heart center. Saying, I love this, I want that, I don't trust that. You ever meet somebody and you just get that feeling, but everybody says they're so nice that you continue with the relationship? Chances are they turn out to be exactly as you suspected. And that doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means your energies clash. So they can think he's a nice person or she's a nice person. They are a nice person. But it also involves individual energy that comes into play. And it might not feel all that great to you. Believe it if it happens. Okay, we'll get an animal card here. And we have the pronghorn, action. Okay, the pronghorn shows up, action. Come on, you can do it. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So once again, our intuition will lead us to success. So pay attention to our intuition. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. We're starting to see those opportunities. I mean, the Sun conjunct Pluto. Okay, we can really see really fast. I mean, and I think there's going to be some kind of something happen in our lives today that draws attention to a part of our life that does need transformation, that does need work, that does need revising, or perhaps we are in full moon energy and eliminating it altogether. So pay attention to what you're being shown. Even if you don't agree with it, sometimes see their path ahead of them and they go, oh, that's not for me. That won't fit in, or I won't make the money I will if I walk this path. But it has, just don't say no too quickly is what I'm saying. Don't say no too quickly. There may be positives that you're not seeing yet. Mercury is going stationary direct today, but by no means are we out of the woods when it comes to Mercury and what it can get up to in our lives. So just know, and I had it again today. I had I had a message, and it was, we've been trying to get a hold of you, but I had informed them the day before that I wouldn't be available for that period of time, but I'm trying to get a hold of you, and I left a message this way too. So I have a couple questions, and I can't go forward until you answer. So I thought, okay, so I went to read the questions, because now I have a couple questions. And so I read something, and I thought, now why are they asking that? I thought we agreed it was going to be this way. Okay, well, what do they want me to do then? Well, how did I misunderstand that? But I was misunderstanding when I heard, I got a couple questions to ask you. I read it not as a reminder to keep my eyes open for this, to be ready to act on it, but rather a question about if I had done it yet or not. Anyways, so we can get very, very mixed up in our words, but also information will come in. Information that, it just wasn't available before, or you couldn't see it that way before. Maybe a paradigm shifted and you have a new sense of an outlook now. And now you see something available that you thought wasn't available. We do have the 17 energy today. So don't forget, it is about making the impossible possible. So don't put all kinds of minutes to what you want in life. Okay, you don't want the mini steps. You want to keep it wide open and see how it appears in your life. You want to leave it wide open and let them figure out how to get it to you, and you do the work that you can do in the time being. Watch how it works. So it's a time for action. I would think the action needs to be deep research, some investigation, some questions being asked. That would be a definite good action. Meditation, prayer would be another good action. Having that conversation with yourself, another good action. Listening more than talking, another good action, because remember Mars and Mercury up there, I've talked about it for several days now. That energy is going to be with us for probably another week. So there's a lot of energy surrounding us, and we feel like we want to just run into these opportunities, and I'm going to implore you not to just act too fast, okay? And I think the energy actually holds you back. Even if you try and act quickly on it, you'll hit that rock, you'll hit that wall, you'll wonder why the door didn't open. Okay, so don't worry about it. We're all in the same boat. But what it does is it shines a light, right? Especially with the Sun and Pluto together, it shines a light on where we need to look, where we need to revise, where we need to make room for growth in our life. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.